Pawn Stars has been running for over a decade now, and over the seasons we have seen many huge deals on the show. But while most of these deals were made by one of the Harrisons, even the show's jokester has made the gold and silver pawn shop some cash. With a happy-go-lucky attitude, Chumlee took the viewer's heart by storm, but he also has some pretty good negotiating skills. So let's take a look at some of the biggest Pawn Star deals Chumlee has ever made. In Season 4, Corey and Chumlee met a guy to look at a 1986 Buick Regal. Chumlee immediately fell in love with the car, prompting Corey to remind him that you're supposed to pretend like you don't like it when you're buying it.
I think I might be in love.
You know you're supposed to pretend like you don't like it when you're buying it.
Big Hoss was not impressed by all the stuff the owner had done to the Buick and wasn't willing to pay more than $1,500. $1,000 less than the seller Nader was looking to get while Corey was ready to walk away. Chumlee and Nader agreed on a deal of $2,000, and the Pawn Stars fan favorite then took the Buick to Danny, the Count Coker, to get some custom work done. The other three Pawn Stars weren't very impressed when Chumlee and Danny presented the car when it was done, as there were no visible changes until Chumlee got into the car and demonstrated the newly installed hydraulic system that allows the driver to bounce around in the car. While Corey and Rick couldn't stop laughing, the old man simply stated that it was the most stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Still, he got into the car to have Chumlee give him a ride home and couldn't do anything about being bounced around himself.
Damn it, Chumlee.
Well, I just want to show you the full potential of the vehicle.
When a guy came in with an old book about how to play different card games, Chumlee didn't really understand why the customer was asking for $1,500 for it.
$1,500, man, I was thinking $20-$30.
I looked online, I found one similar, and they were asking $25.
Fittingly enough, the seller had won the book in a poker game. When Rebecca Romney came to appraise it, she was pretty excited. Published in 1866, this book was one of the first books on how to play poker, one of the very first one recorded being from 1858. The rare book expert said that it was worth around $2,000, and with Vegas being the perfect market for a book like this, Chum was eager to make a deal. Although he didn't meet his customer's new offer of $1,800, they eventually struck a deal of $1,375, which was actually pretty close to the seller's original offer. Chumlee is often portrayed as being clueless, often breaking things, ignoring his bosses, or making terrible deals, but every once in a while, even the Pawn Stars goofball makes a good deal. When a customer brought in a pair of vintage nickel-plated Scottish pistols asking for around $8,000 for the 175-year-old saw-handle pistol, Chum made the right decision by calling in an expert. Alex Kramer confirmed that the pistols were a creation of Alexander Henry, the most famous gunmaker from the Victorian era. Alex estimated that the pistols could bring around $5,000 to $6,000 at an auction, so the owner lowered his initial asking price to $4,200. Chumlee eventually got his customer to agree to a price of $3,300, sealing one of the best deals in his career. Chumlee often seems to be a scapegoat when something goes wrong at the pawn shop, and especially in earlier seasons. In one episode, he was minding the shop by himself when he was offered a Gibson mandolin.
Thank you.
It unfortunately turned out that the mandolin, an A model with the Gibson on the headstock in the old script, was one of the thousands of fakes that can be found around the US. It did have the decals on the edges, and through one of the F-holes you can see the stamp of the modern script Gibson logo. But besides that, it seemed different. Chumlee still bought the mandolin for $1,500 despite the fact that his purchase limit is $1,000, which is not unfounded. A friend and music shop owner later estimated that the mandolins were to be just $100.
This is fake as hell, man.
I just paid $1,500 for that.
That's all we have for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel for future content just like this.